Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co host, the world's only comedian, DJ Beerbelly, Bryden Proctor.
Hello. It's been a fucking nightmare to get here, folks. We walked a long way, and I really hope that we could get through
Yeah.
an hour here.
Yep. If my internet doesn't go down again, the internet company, according to what Bryden and my husband have both told me, is that they sent me packages through tubes. They got stuck potentially, and then we had to like push some buttons on some things. And I think it's going to work now.
Well, I told you, you had to call the internet, and at their headquarters, they sometimes reset stuff for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, so I called the internet and it told me that they were resetting a thing, but then it got messed up, I guess, because the reset didn't go through. I don't know. It just crashed again.
A lot of packages, dude.
Too many packages. And
Data. There's so much data and fiber, and
yeah,
there's
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 something.
there's Cat 6 and Cat 5, and a lot of cats. There's like cats and glass and underwater shit going on. I'm telling you, the internet is pretty. I think the guy who said the internet is a series of tubes actually either died or went to prison. I can't remember. I think he's in
But
prison.
it is a series of
Well,
tubes,
it literally is. No, it is literally a series
which
of
is
tubes.
crazy. It's
What?
insane.
Everybody made fun of him for that, but yeah, it is
But
literally a
it's
series of tubes, and sometimes the tubes get clogged. Uh,
so yeah, I mean, one day I asked my husband, "Hey, can you I realize this is a dumb question. Please don't make fun of me. How does the internet work? Like, how does it go
fucking tubes.
across the world?" And he said, "Well, so there's these cords inside of tubes under the ocean floor, like
Mhm.
on the ocean floor, all the way across,
Yeah,
all the way to
they're big
Europe
too.
and wherever." And I'm just sitting there and I kept getting sidetracked because I got really irritated at the idea that they can place these giant fucking cords on the bottom of the ocean, and yet what else are they doing in the ocean? Not much, not enough, not doing anything
We
but
got
putting freaking tubes down there.
we got to think it's pretty easy to drop stuff into the
Yeah, they're
ocean.
just dropping tubes and they don't even know they could be dropping the tubes anywhere. What if there's something down there that doesn't want the tubes there?
There's out of all the
And
tubes in
it
the
attacks the tubes and breaks the tubes, then you have no that's probably a lot of money down the tube.
on the tube, indeed. But yeah, no, the internet's a series of fucking tubes. Ted Stevens, it turns out, who said that, and he died in 2010. Um,
They
but
probably killed him because he told the truth.
I mean, no, everybody was making fun of him when he said that shit back in the day on the old
Well,
4chan.
because it sounds
Our
absurd, because it sounds retarded, okay? Surely it can't actually work that way, and there's
no,
not like
it is
yeah,
it's a series
it's
of tubes, bro. Like there's that dumb meme about like a real dumb guy and like the bell curve meme or whatever. I don't
yeah,
care which
just
side I'm on. I'm on either the left or the right side of that fucking diagram on most
yeah.
shit because I swear it's just how's the internet work? It's fucking series of tubes, really. I mean, I don't know what to say. Fish probably got killed by the underwater tubes and stuff. If somebody attacks those tubes, who knows what could
Yeah.
happen? I agree.
I don't I mean, there is okay, there is crazy stuff down there. We know that because the further
Anglerfish.
down we go, the bigger the squids are, right? Just bigger and bigger and bigger, and then weirder too, right? So, like,
I don't
there's a
look.
really, 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 really big squid down at the bottom of
Okay,
Challenger Deep,
Lovecraft.
okay?
Listen, I've never liked the fucking Lovecraft shit, so,
I think it was
whatever.
onto something.
The one thing I did, like, and I probably said it on the show, but I won't explain further. I will just explain the facts. Shub-Niggurath, mother of 1,000 goats.
I don't think that's how you say that,
It is. It
Bryden.
is.
No, no.
It is. Look it up. It is how you say it. And she is the mother of 1,000 goats or a mother of 1,000 young or something like that.
Yep,
So,
yep.
I mean, come on. He knew what he was doing. You know what his cat's name was.
I just didn't think it was pronounced like that.
Yeah,
I mean, I
Shub-Niggurath.
should have realized that, but that's not what I thought.
Yeah, it's Shub-Niggurath.
I thought it was like Shub-Nagorath or
No,
something.
Shub-Niggurath. They say it in so many games.
Oh my gosh, I don't play those games.
Yeah, it's Shub, Shub dash Niggurith. Shub.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. Okay.
And she's hold on, mother. Before we get the show started here, um, maybe it was just that one game I played that was said she was like mother of it. Oh yeah, black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. Listen, I don't care for that cosmic horror shit, but H.P. Lovecraft was a pretty cheeky fellow.
It's a little cheeky. Little cheeky. All right, everyone. You don't have to worry about a thing. All right. We are here to help you with all of your problems. But first, there's someone very important that we need to help. I got a Dear Abby. Okay.
God damn it.
Dear Abby, I'm a very big Ye fan. Kanye West, if you didn't know, he changed his name to Ye so he could write his name faster. That would
That's not why. That's not why.
That is so why.
It
Okay,
might
you're
be.
telling me Kanye wouldn't do that?
It does sound like a really fucking. He would talk to you for an hour about exactly that's why he did it.
Yeah.
Like, when he was when he made Vultures 1 and he kept walking around wearing the Friday the 13th mask,
Yeah.
after all of his, like, saying he's a Nazi and stuff like that. No, everybody was like, "Why the fuck is he doing that?" And then I figured it out. It's because Jason Voorhees always rises from the dead. He always comes back. That's He's a huge cinephile.
Oh, that makes
That's
sense.
I'll bet if somebody asked him, that's exactly why he was doing that weird shit for a while. He's big into that. He All he does is watch fucking movies and I guess I mean, some other
He does
weird
a
shit
lot of
now. He
other
does a lot of
things.
things
Yeah, he
now.
does a lot of things. We're gonna get into
And then you muted.
I muted so I could move my mic up
Oh,
without,
okay.
like, hitting it and making
Oh!
noise. I wasn't
Oh!
gonna bring attention
Oh!
to it because I was trying to, do the show well.
You've never been that professional before. I
I'm
can't
trying
believe
look, I
it.
moved my desk. I'm gonna buy a ring light. I'm looking at them. I found one that has, like, different color lights, and I want the different color lights, and I moved the desk so I have my little cubby hole so that you don't see any mess behind me, you just see my potted plant. We're gonna do video at some point, guys. I'm not making
A
promises.
year from now, perhaps.
I don't even think so, 'cause I'm gonna I'll
One
tell you
day.
off air how I got that agreement. I kinda scared my husband with a worse alternative a little bit.
Oh, yeah, if I well, I gotta be on video for something. If I don't do the podcast, I might as well do OnlyFans.
Okay, now that sounds bad. I'll just say it. So at the I think it was on the bonus episode, we were talking about Exofest, and so I go, "So, honey, there's this thing that some
I'm not
of
going to
my internet
Kentucky.
friends do, and, we'd have to go to this place, and how would you feel about me doing a live show at some point with these types of people?" He's just, like, freaking out. I was like,
There's
"Or
like
or I could just do
25
video."
people.
And he's like, "You know what? Okay, okay." He doesn't wanna talk to these people.
Well, he doesn't have to go. I wish he would.
These are people he doesn't know. He's not like,
Oh,
"Oh, yeah, let me go hang out with your friends for" like, they would go out of town for that? That sounds
well, there
terrible to him.
I mean, they're not even just, your friends or my friends. Hell, we don't know most of them.
Yeah. See, that doesn't sound comfy to him.
No, it's fun. It's fun every time. I'm not
But
fucking going, but hey, everybody, if you're
yep.
listening and you have an opportunity to go to XFest, talk to John, talk to Roscoe Jones, head out to XFest. Every time I went, I always had a really good time.
So, let's get back to this, dear Abby. It's very important. I'm always telling my friends and my doctor how much I love Ye and would do anything to be more like Ye, but over the past week, it's come out that he's a big ol' homo. Now all of my friends think I am gay, but that's okay because I want to be just like Ye. The only problem is I don't have any male cousins. What should I do? Signed BP.
Okay, well, I didn't write that.
I don't know. The evidence is pretty damning. Who else could it be?
I don't know who
Who
wrote
else could
that.
have signed it BP? Not that I don't have it in my DMs who, but it was certainly Bryden,
It
right?
was not me. And, I
What should
mean,
he do?
we really need to, we need to really break down the lyrics to understand.
I'm looking for it right now. We're gonna go
I
through
have the
it, and we're gonna
lyrics.
explain what this okay, Bryden, would you like to read them?
Well, I
Or would
think
you
I
like me to?
it would be funnier if you did,
Okay, let me try to find them.
but
I
you're
have
not
them
gonna say, "I have them
screenshotted.
right now. I have them right now."
Do I have to wrap them?
No, no, you could just but you have to read all of the
Yeah.
words, all of them.
Let's see. What are the okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, because it's I'm reporting on the news,
Sure.
everyone. I'm this is not me speaking. I'm
I'll
reporting on
do
the
it.
news.
This is
No,
me
I'm doing it.
speaking.
Nope, nope, no. From at Kanye West. This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked up in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. For context, by the way, everyone, I'm breaking out of the story for just a second. Kanye was a teenager, I think.
Well, he said it stopped when he was 14 years old.
Yeah, it's
So
because he was 6.
I don't know what the age gap is. I'm tired of everybody talking about age gaps, okay?
Yeah, that's pretty, it's pretty bad.
No, he lost it his goddamn cousin, okay? That's what happened.
Yeah, my dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different.
Yeah, that's a big one too. Donda, she had gay porno.
What the hell?
Why is she just because here are the lyrics to the song. Hanging with my cousin, reading dirty magazines. We seen two niggas kissing, we ain't know what that shit mean. I'm sorry. Two niggas kissing implies that these are two male black men.
Well, what
Donda
is she gonna look
West.
at white porn?
Why is Donda looking at any gay porn? If it, uh,
She's
I didn't think
into it.
women. No, I didn't think that ladies were like. If guys are like lesbians, fuck yeah, that makes
Oh,
sense.
no, no, you didn't know, like, nerdy, fat, yaoi girls in high school?
They
Was
like,
that, like, after your time that would read the manga, the boy love mangas?
but it's not like hardcore dick sucking. It's just like
Oh,
manga boys
it's
kissing.
there's pictures and stuff,
Oh
and it's just
Jesus!
like, dude, I had yeah, they were always very, very fat. Having been in choir for all of my school years, there were several of these girls involved in choir. Okay, the very fat ones
So
in
that
choir.
so okay, so then that's a thing. And Miss Donda West, God rest her soul.
It's a thing, yeah.
Why the fuck is Yeezy over here being like, "Hey, guess what? My mother, who I have written countless songs about and we've
He
all
didn't say
cried to, was like,
yeah.
w just she had a bunch of gay pornography."
Well, he could have just not said where he found it. Isn't there that whole thing where, like, supposedly boys would go out and find it in the woods?
Oh, no, that's not supposedly, that is true.
I've heard. I mean, I
Dude, in the '90s, in 2008,
experienced that because I was a tomboy, right?
there's just
And we would
porn.
there were woods by my neighborhood, and me and all my my boyfriends would go out to the woods and, like, just explore in the woods.
There is I don't know if there's any more, but there used to just be stashes of pornography in the woods.
Well, they found one without me one time. So I think that the girl being there breaks whatever magic leprechaun thing, like the great god Pan that
Yeah,
comes
you
and
can't
gives you that instead of the pot of gold or whatever the hell happens.
that's
I wasn't there when it was found, but then the next day they shoved it in my face and I was really confused and upset and I didn't understand what was happening.
what
That's how I knew they found it though,
here's the
because
thing,
they're assholes.
which is
Little
a
boys are assholes.
is a pretty good bit, but, I mean, here's the thing, it's like, it's not, something you stumble upon. Rumor gets around, and this is a magazine that has been passed down through
Oh, so it's like on
generations.
purpose. This is like a male rite of passage. I thought it was
Used to be.
like a weird, like, coincidental, magical thing that was happening, like a
No.
wishing well in the woods.
No, no, before internet pornography, it was stashed in the woods because you stole it from an uncle or something, and the whole neighborhood knew about it. And it was just
Ugh,
yeah, it's just
okay.
that's,
Yeah, you're the first man I've ever heard describe it so down to earth and practically like that,
well,
though. And always like it's always told as like this. "Whoa, like,
Well, wait, because
can't believe this."
when you're a kid, it is like that. But, we use adult minds, we look back on the situation and go, "Well,
It's
that's
like,
what
"Yeah,
happened."
so
That's
and so's older brother put that there." Like,
Yep,
yeah.
and, I mean, just so many dirty little cum hands have touched that,
Oh, it's just I don't wanna think about it anymore. Okay,
just in
so
a
last
shoebox under leaves in the woods.
so to finish the tweet, "My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14. Tweet sent." And then there was the music video that he made. Bryden, continue with the lyrics, please. I want you to get to the good part,
Then we
okay?
started reenacting everything that we had seen. That's when I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. Gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head.
Keep going. I think there's more.
And I know these niggas about to judge me now. I know these niggas about to judge me now. Started off when I was hanging out. Started off when we were hanging out. Told my cousin not to tell nobody. Please don't tell nobody. Please. People
Yeah, that's
tell me
called
take it to my
grooming.
grave. Truth will set you free someday. I don't think they understand. I'm not attracted to a man. I thought I was gay. Nitrous don't help me. It just put me in a trance. I'm
That's true.
talking about euphoria. I'm not talking about a man.
Syntax.
Now that is from the Dave Once thing because he came up with. He was like, "This lean don't help me," or "The drugs don't help me," whatever. The big fat black guy, he's
Mhm.
awesome. He's like, "The lean don't help me. It just put me in a trance. I'm talking about
Oh, it's like a
euphoria. I'm not talking about a
yeah.
man," which is I thought the best line of last year. But yeah, 70% of this song is some bullshit that he kinda stole and used AI, and then the first verse
Yep.
is just the guy who's my inspiration for the past
Yep.
18 years talking about, sucking his cousin's dick, so
It's his cousin that's, like, half his age.
well, and then also his cousin who's in prison, word gets around, I guarantee
Oh, no. No, no. No, no.
previous to
Oh
this, he
my
has to
god.
have said, for clout in the clink, he was like, "Yeah, Ye's my cousin," and then now everybody's like, Kanye West sucked your
Oh,
dick?
no.
No,
Kanye's an asshole.
there's a lot of layers to this fucking look, the thing is, the more I listen to the song, the more I liked the song, it's pretty catchy.
No, no. Well, I hope you're gonna be singing it all the time. You know what else I
I
saw,
gave my
though?
cousin head.
The next part of the story, though, there's another layer on top of that. So, there were at one point, I think, rumors of a relationship between Kanye and Jeffree Star. And, Jeffree Star posted on his Twitter, "Okay, fuck it, the rumors were true." He continued posting things like that
Oh boy.
afterward too, right on the same day. So, unless he's just a lying bitch, which is possible. I mean, it's Jeffree Star. I don't know much about him
Jeffree
other
Star's
than
hila
he's
wait,
very sassy.
Jeffree
He's a
Star's
very
hilarious.
sassy guy,
Jeffree
and
Star
I
is
don't he
Jeffree
did,
Star
like, joke songs when I was a teenager that were funny, and
yeah, he's got a song that I like to work into the mixes sometimes. It's very shittily produced, so I should remix it, but he's got a song, it's like, "Faggot,
yep.
you're a fucking faggot." It's really
Yep.
funny, but the
Yeah,
song's
my
bad.
friends would, like, get on the school bus singing these singing these songs, just well, my friend's mom drove the school bus so she could get away with it, but still.
Look, all I have to say is Kanye says he's not gay, and he's, like, banging 2 of the fucking hottest women ever, like, Kim Kardashian when she was younger, and then now Bianca Censori. They're both very hot, um, and fuck
Are
it,
they
I'll give it to Amber Rose too, she was pretty hot. I don't like the shaved head, but, you know,
Amber Rose, the
the
bi the, like, Australian girl?
no,
No,
Bianca
am I thinking of someone
Censori
else?
Bianca Censori is Australian, she's also supposedly an architect,
No,
but
no, no, who is Amber Rose?
Amber Rose is slut walk bitch. She also ended up speaking at
Oh,
the
yeah, I'm thinking of
RNC
someone completely
in
different.
2024 for some fucking reason. You remember that?
Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
remembering who it is
She's
now, I
got a
thought it was
shaved
someone
head,
completely else. Yeah.
face tattoo. She's like 40 now. She looks ridiculous. But look, he says he's not gay. Fine. Also, even if Kanye West was gay, it's not going to take away the fact that I think he is a very highly motivated and incredible artist, and it shouldn't.
Was.
Well, yeah, he's kinda fallen off for probably the past, like, 8 years, but, you know, he's still, he still made amazing music and he changed hip hop. Look, whatever he's doing right now,
You know
I can't I'm not gonna deny the guy because he fucking is being weird right now. I can't go like, "Oh, I guess I can never listen to 808s and Heartbreak anymore." Of course I'm going to, it's good. What did you do to your mic and you fucked it up?
it's red again, I'm scared.
It sounds fine, so just leave it,
Okay, I won't touch it, okay.
we'll figure that
Uh,
out at another time. It shouldn't be doing that, that worries me.
sorry, I got distracted.
Um,
No, okay, so but listen, he is in a group of men who were incredible musical artists, who were also pedophiles,
yeah.
who fell off because of too much drug use, the wrong drugs, right?
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot that's just kind of a thing that happens.
why get addicted to nitrous, you dumb
Eh,
fuck?
well, I don't know because
It's not
it's a
that fun.
thrill. It's more dangerous.
No, it's not more dangerous. Heroin's far more dangerous. It's
I
just
don't
also
know.
not that fun. It's just not that fun. You ever done a whip it? It's
No,
funny. Oh, do a whip it sometime. It won't kill you. Uh, you'll think it's pretty funny, but
I've
then
watched other people do it,
yeah, it's funny.
like sleepovers. When I was a kid and teenager, boys would come over because I'm telling you right now, parents didn't stick around for teenagers in my, like, class, bracket
The poor, yes.
when I was growing up, okay? When the girls would have a sleepover, parents would go out on a date. They wouldn't watch the children. Like,
You
it
know
was
what's
crazy. We would just drink alcohol. Like,
you know what's fucked up? I was
what?
poor and my parents were like way too like they scared the shit out of me.
Well, they weren't addicts, I guess. I don't
No, they weren't
know.
addicts. They were just they kinda scared the shit like, I was under the impression that, if I ever smoked a cigarette or drinking or anything, that I would be murdered. And then
Oh,
that's why
man.
I waited until I was 18 years old, and I did all of it for 20 years now.
See, you and I are
So
different, very different, because I also was under the impression that I would be murdered. My dad intentionally gave that impression while turning, the other way and pretending he didn't see things. And I
it's
didn't
a better
realize it
way
at
to
the
do
time.
it.
Looking back, I figured it out later. But I had such a shitty life and was in such a deep hole of depression and was literally, I thought he would kill me any day on a whim because he literally would hurt me and shove me into walls and scream at me and point guns at my head for lots of varied things. So it's like,
You know
okay, so I can live like this and potentially die by your hand any day, or I can just sneak around and smoke weed anyway. And like, what's the difference here? You know?
I think it's
Like,
funny that you go through all of this and then life really comes full circle, like
yeah.
some molested girl becoming a slut. You just start a podcast where your life could end at any day, and everyone is shoving you against internet walls, pointing guns at your
Yeah.
head.
It's true. I mean,
Man,
I just
abuse
can't
is
escape.
hilarious.
I walk it like and it's like I couldn't escape that abuse, right? I had no choice. I tried. I went to the cops.
Abby,
This abuse, I have full power to escape at any time.
you cannot escape.
Well, I can't escape you. I could
You
escape the other
literally,
people.
you think that I don't have dominion over them? Through sharing of information? Abby, you have literally changed your entire setup to be backed into a corner.
So that nobody can find out if you trick me one day and show the video. Yes, that's what I did. I've been backed into a
You're
corner
backed
out of
into a corner.
fear that you're going to dox me. Yes.
Uh, that rules.
And I'm gonna have to start doing my makeup all nice because 'cause I've just got a feeling it's scaring me. I don't know.
Well, I'd worry more about that hair than anything.
Yeah, my hair is not looking good today.
Looks like a
It's
wig.
bad hair
It just
day.
looks wet.
It does. No, it's all greasy because
You know how awesome it is to be a dude? Because I look The same as
You look
every
like
day, which is just bad.
yeah, you that's the problem, is that once you oh my goodness, it was such a mistake. I didn't do my makeup until I was an adult and pregnant with my first child, outside of theater and choir performances where you have to do stage makeup, right?
Wait,
That's it. That's the only makeup I've did.
how did you
What?
get pregnant without doing your makeup? Were
I
you,
because
like,
I was just
actually
that
hot
pretty.
or just
You've seen
slutty?
pictures of me, haven't you?
Yeah, just the one.
Oh, yeah, my face is really blurry in that one.
Yeah.
I was beautiful.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm just old
What
now, okay?
happened?
No, I was very pretty. And, yeah,
Oh,
age.
no.
I'm 30 years
Her
old. I
fucking
hit the wall.
dude, you could say okay, 1, you did, but 2,
Mhm.
you could this is why we had that video. There was tears and sadness.
Yes. Oh my gosh, people could see because when people see how genuinely expressive my face gets, I look like a cartoon character, don't I? I feel like I do.
Yeah, Olga Pataki, we've been over this.
Yeah. I just constantly yeah, it's a problem. The emoting is
It's
ridiculous.
the same fucking haircut. It's Olga Pataki, except people liked
It is.
Olga because, like, Olga was the
Yeah.
sister who went away from the alcoholic mother, and then Olga had to sit there, with that man, Helga's mom was a real bitch. Um,
Yeah, so is mine.
that was kind of a dark cartoon because then she had that shrine to Arnold and stuff. That was, like, fucking
Yeah,
crazy, and
they
then
were
that was a
it was
great
a bad
cartoon.
time.
That was a great fucking cartoon.
Everyone there had a rough life. You remember Stoop Kid? You remember
Yeah.
the episode about Stoop
Stoop,
Kid?
kid's afraid to leave his stoop.
It was really and then when the black kid was getting, like, bullied really
Gerald is
hardcore yes,
Gerald.
Gerald,
I
yes.
remember Gerald and Arnold were, Nick and, was it it's JD and is Nick. Who's the no, it's,
Mm.
who's the black guy in Scrubs?
Oh, dude, I can't even remember.
That's an
I
early
only
guy.
ever saw Scrubs, like, reruns just came on the TV, kinda I never sat down and watched it much.
Well, even on the reruns, it's the same characters. So, no.
I
Eh,
can't tell what his name is. I don't
what
know.
is fucking Scrubs characters? Also, we should do the show because 'cause we're doing this thing again.
Okay, yes, no, okay,
Uh
the point is, Jeffree Star
Why is the
and
black hold on, hold
Kanye
on. I
West.
searched Scrubs characters. Oh, it's fucking, Turk. It's Turk, which is close to Nick, because it's Christopher Turk. It's yeah, Turk and JD, they're the 2 guys, but that's the, Arnold and Gerald dynamic that, every young white man would like to have, is just like, "I wish I had a cool black friend."
Yeah.
Then you guys could be like,
We
he says to you, he's like, "I'll be right black," and then,
That's not what you want him for? You just want him to say that?
no,
Just
and then
constant
I say to him, "I'll be white black," and or I'll go, "I'll be white here," that'll be a good one, and then we're just like our whole entire dynamic is just, ebony and ivory and just completely around our races, and then we have no common interest outside of,
Yeah.
music or hospitals or something, or going to the same school.
That's your dream friendship?
I don't know how friendship works.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you do.
Well, all of my friendships are based around we do a podcast together, and then when we
Yeah, I
stop
can
doing
see
a
that.
podcast together, I'm no longer friends with that person.
It's a problem.
I mean, that's a little too real to be honest, but
Yeah, but you never did a podcast with a woman, and that's why it's so scary. Because I don't think you're gonna let me go because you have too much fun terrorizing women.
that's true, I do hate women.
I don't think that's how it's gonna
I
no,
also
I
spent
think
a
that you will not stop being friends with me. I think that if I quit the show, that's it, you're destroying me, right?
you better hope that my next venture that I
Works
spend
out.
yeah, that I spent because 'cause I've already, like, looked at desks and been like, "If I do, like, a Tim Dillon ripoff type of thing, I get a big desk and, so, I mean, I would just say hope and pray. I would just say hope and pray. You're religious, right? You should just pray to your
Yeah,
God. Pray to your
but Bryden is
God.
successful enough to leave me alone.
Yeah.
You're g please, please, Protect me from evil.
Just, listen, if it doesn't work out for me, everyone's got problems, okay? Let's do the show, but I did buy
How is it
Oblivion.
possible that in the show's lore, I am the one considered more likely to be the Antichrist? How is that possible?
Um, girl.
Uh, it would be a woman.
I mean, why wouldn't it be? It doesn't say in the Bible that the Antichrist is a man, does it?
Well, okay, it does.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay,
And
then
then
that's fair.
also, woman is the one who crushes the head of the serpent, and that's why Mary redeemed women or whatever. So woman actually is the good one,
Oh,
there when it comes to the
is that some
Satan
feminist
thing.
fucking bullshit? This is why we
No, it's
need.
literally just like Eve fucked up, and
Yeah.
so Mary had to be really, really good to make up for it for us.
Yeah, but
And so, like, woman had to be the one to crush the head of the serpent by bringing Christ into the world and being, and never sinning and all of that because Eve fucked up so bad.
okay. I mean, go get them, ladies. Who run the world?
Yep.
Girls. Who run the world? Girls. I mean,
They're girls. Girls.
girls.
Girls. Now I'm just getting
Girls.
into a freaking Beastie Boys song. Is it that?
That's good. Oh yeah, most of the Beastie Boys are dead too.
How does that song go? All I really want is girls, and
Yeah.
in the morning it's
To
girls,
do my
and in the
laundry,
evening
girls. Yeah, yeah. That's a great one.
My dad was really into the Beastie Boys. He would just roll down the windows and blare it driving around
Well,
town. It was
I
fun.
first heard the Beastie Boys because I heard Sabotage on MTV. And
Mm, mhm.
even that's a crazy old song because I was a kid, but they were old before that. So the Beastie Boys have been around, well, were around for fucking ages and ages. And I remember thinking like, holy shit, there's white people that rap, that aren't
Okay.
Eminem. Uh, and
Or like rap rock, like
yeah,
like
yeah.
that came later.
One
Yeah.
thing, I don't know why.
Why? Doesn't even matter how hard you
Always want to have sex with guys. Uh,
try.
but yeah, I remember thinking like the Beastie Boys were cool because I mean they are fucking cool. But yeah, Sabotage was the first Beastie Boys song I ever heard. But
I was
whatever.
at this, speaking of just breaking out into Linkin Park, like, raps, I was at this metal show. My husband we were at a black metal concert, okay? And I was in a group, my husband and, like, his friends, right? His brother and his friends. And I'm just like we're talking about something, and I was just being very silly. I had been drinking, and I was just like, "No, what we really need here is some rap rock." And I just started and he's like, "You need to stop. You can't do this. They're gonna
What?
find you out." You can't it was so funny. I was like, "What's wrong?" Yeah, I was like, "What's wrong? Am I embarrassing you?" I turned to, one of their friends and I was like, "He's been saying that to me a lot today." It was just I was he was
No,
not having it, but I
bro.
was
Fuck that. Next year, I'm sneak going. We
You
won't
gotta
tell
come.
him.
Actually,
We
there's
won't tell him.
one
I'll just show up and I'll be like, "What are you guys doing here?"
Yep. And then you and
One
I can
thing.
do
I
all the
don't know
Linkin Park
why.
songs. Well, and another one we went to, it was, like, before the band came up, there was just someone was playing songs on the speaker, right? But it was
Oh yeah.
totally wrong vibe. They were playing System of a Down. Again, we're talking black metal here. And they just started singing along to the System of a Down
Hell
songs,
yeah.
and he's like, "You gotta stop." Like, you could see him just gritting his teeth. It's like, "No, that's
Dude,
not
the
no, they're
toxicity of a
of our city."
city. Oh!
Yep.
Dude,
I don't know why he hates System of a Down so much, but he hates them. And Toxicity is one of my
it's a great
favorite
song.
albums of all time because it's so much fun. They have a whole song.
They're trying to build a prison.
There's
They're
ju
trying to build a prison
See,
for
that's
you and
good.
me to live in. For you and me to live
Yep. And I
in.
just really like schizo rants in the middle of songs, right? So that when he's just like busting out like and the mandatory minimum sentences, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like,
It was great. No, it's an awesome song. Rick Rubin fucking produced that album, I think. Like, it's
yeah.
fucking super good. Uh, I mean, yeah, is System of a Down a little gay? for fucking sure, but so is Korn, so is Slipknot. I
It's
fucking love Slipknot.
n
I don't give a shit.
there are songs that are only good, not because they're good songs, but because it's so much fun to sing them. Bohemian Rhapsody is a horrible song, but
Not
it's
true.
so much
Great
fun
song.
to sing.
Queen is great.
It's
Everything they did was
it's
good.
that song is gimmick from start to finish. That's why I
Because
say that.
it's so good. Listen. No,
And
no,
that's
no.
why
Ah,
it's
ah,
good.
ah! Listen to me. It's a great song. The
It's
reason it's
it's
ah! Listen. You have talked enough this podcast. You listen.
I had too much caffeine again.
Look, it is considered gimmick and bullshit in the same way that Born to Be Wild is considered gimmick and bullshit. It's now used ironically in movies and on fucking commercials and stuff. All right, I saw one where it was a bunch of old ladies going on a road trip for a pharmaceutical commercial and they had Born to Be Wild. Guess what? That song is actually good, but you've heard it so many times that it has transcended what it actually was
No,
and
no, no,
into
no, that's not
irony.
what I mean. That's not what I mean. I mean, like,
Bohemian Rhapsody is good.
the harmonizing
It's
and
good.
the operatic vocals are in rock music a gimmicky thing to do inherently, okay? Because it's just
Because it was Because
I'm
it
not
was made
saying it's
gimmicky. It's
bad.
it's
Gimmicky
gimmicky.
things are good too. You
It's
forget I'm a
gimmicky.
theater kid and I like cheesy gimmicky things. I like those things.
Ah!
This is a positive.
It is made gimmicky because it is
No,
it
you're
is
wrong.
distorted and made into like an ironic fucking
No, no, you're
vision of
right
itself because
about Born to Be Wild in that respect, but that's a
listen,
completely different situation. It's not what
listen
I'm
to
talking
me.
about. You think I'm saying something that I'm not.
It's the same thing with auto tune and rap. All right, it is made into a disfigurement of what it is because it was used to help shape the genre. T Pain was a thing, and that does not make T Pain bad.
No, 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 no. I agree with what you're saying. It's just not addressing anything that I was talking about.
I'm
So
about to
I can't
give
really
your
argue.
I'm about to give your address on the podcast.
I'm not talking about something being overused. I don't think that those gimmicks are overused in rock music. That's not even the same thing at all.
Well, then maybe we've had a misunderstanding here.
Yes! We have! And we may just have to agree to disagree,
No,
Brian.
I don't agree to this guy. Have we met? Do you know who the fuck I am? Do you know who the fuck I think I am? I don't agree to
I know who
disagree.
you think you are. Yeah. I know you are too, Bryden. I can see you right now. I can see your slimy little black heart.
African American heart.
That's not what I said. You're the racist one for assuming. That's your fault.
What would you say if I wanted to play an orc in D&D? What would you have to say about that?
That's fine. You play an orc in D&D.
Can I move
Mhm.
into your neighborhoods?
No. No. It's too fucking late for me, okay? And I watched the drug den down the street,
There's not a
okay?
drug den down the street.
No, the
You're
freaking
literally
house
racist.
that people are always going in and out of, and cops have been called on because 'cause they're fighting in the street over cell phones, okay?
Okay.
I
Well,
saw, like,
that's you didn't
7
hold on.
teenagers get directly off of the school bus and walk into that house earlier.
It's a big family. Donald Trump's gonna give them a $5,000 for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they all live there.
Well, it's a local hangout spot. They're probably
It
studying.
is the local hangout spot, it seems like it is.
To be fair, the local hangout spot in the suburbs, that's your house either becomes or it doesn't become the local hangout spot because we always had places that it was never our place because we didn't really have
Yeah.
anything there. We had
Well,
a
now I
Nintendo
think
64, that was it.
yeah, I would say so when I was, like, a kid, and I lived with my mom, our house was kinda the hangout house.
Sure, because of lack of oversight. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody was there, and if they were cracked out, so it was whatever.
I still think it's hilarious that there are people doing there's gotta be, numbers wise, there's gotta be at least one kid that you were hanging out with that has at least once told that story on their own
No,
podcast.
I'm telling you 100%. There are dozens of people who have told the story of my childhood in various different parts of it,
On a
and a
podcast?
and they wouldn't believe it was the same person if you put it all together because that would be so ridiculous, like, if you put all those different people in the same room and they all told the story, they'd be like, "No way, that wasn't all Abby. Not in one childhood."
I just I need to go and, like, try to dig out, like, an old yearbook, which I don't have, but, like, I need to write down the names of all of the people that, I remember from school. I would
So you can stalk
think
them?
no, sort of, I guess, but, like, one of them has to have attempted podcasting at this point.
Oh, definitely. There's no way. I know for a fact one girl I went to school with tried to become a YouTuber, like a comedy YouTuber, and I never checked back in.
Oh,
So I
we gotta
don't know
check
if it
in.
took off, but it was like
Oh,
it
what was
was
her name was Jenna Marbles?
Oh,
Um,
no.
yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. But she would just do, like, skits in her kitchen and stuff,
That's
and then she
awesome.
would post the videos to Facebook, and then eventually she started uploading them to YouTube, and it was cute. It was really
That's
cute.
sweet. Well,
Yeah.
even if shit is bad, I obviously like when people do things. I mean,
It's fun.
this is the biggest flaw I think that I have. It is my biggest flaw. I encourage people too much.
Yeah, you do.
I really do encourage people far too much, to be honest with you. I honestly do. Nobody does that for me. Anytime somebody's like, I did something, I'm like, you should quit your job and do that now all the time.
Yeah.
It's a problem. Because I get all drunk and I'm like really excited that people are making things, and I'm like, this is fucking incredible, dude. And I just hype people up. Like,
And
because
then it's like the worst thing ever, and you just don't know.
no, I mean, it's not always the worst thing ever. Like, I would give constructive criticism, but like I think that it's nice when somebody makes something and they shows it to you, you
Mhm.
should really start it with the parts that you like of it.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
you gotta go, this is what I would change. This
Mhm.
is a stupid idea, or that's really retarded. And then because it's a compliment sandwich. And then you gotta end it with, however, I'm pretty sure that you can handle it.
Oh, there you go. Confidence boosting there.
Well, you got confidence boost.
People should write in and be like, "Look, I'm working on this project. What should we do
Send your
here?"
send your music, send your comedy, send you got joke ideas, send them in. I mean, don't take my advice. I didn't work out for me, but you know,
Or
I know.
maybe take my advice.
Yeah, yeah. Don't send your joke ideas in. You'll get nowhere. Talk to anybody else, probably. Actually, I mean, I didn't make it because I'm an alcoholic and Donald Trump. Okay,
Well, and if, you're idolizing pedophiles, so
he was a kid when he molested that
yeah,
kid.
no, okay, I'm telling you that, like, a teenager and a
We
six-year-old.
don't know. He said until he was 14. We don't know how
Mhm.
many times he sucked his dick and how old they were.
Okay, but it warps the mind.
Oh, you're telling me Kanye West's mind is warped.
Yeah, I'm saying that he's a little warped and that he can
Okay,
have sex with
TMZ.
Jeffree Star. So what do you have to say about that? Do you think that Kanye is, like,
Hey, you know what? If you're gonna have
still cool?
yeah, he's awesome. If you're gonna listen, if you're gonna have sex with a man, I guess you could do worse than Jeffree Star.
Honestly, when I saw that, I was like, at least it's Jeffree Star."
Yeah. Look, I don't know. All right. It's a real kick in the knee. What are you gonna do? I don't know. What am I just gonna unlike all his music? No, I still think he's amazing.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like anything he's done for like the past since The Life of Pablo, which I also didn't
Yeah.
really care about. Well, yeah, he was pretty good, and then yeah, he's done some stuff. I mean, Crisis King was a pretty good album. I I don't know. Once like 2020 hit, I mean, hey, COVID was crazy for everybody, you know.
It was rough.
But yeah, really, the last 5 years, everything he's made has been absolute dog shit. But all rap has been dog shit for 5 years, so he's the best version of that dog shit era of rap. I don't know. All of it there are no young rappers anymore. You know why? They all are out there going to prison for shooting 15-year-olds. Like, it's insane.
So, okay, new question. Should I continue calling you the Kanye of comedy? I think I should. I think that I might actually say it every single time from now on.
I was surprised you didn't. That if you were funny, you would've.
I forgot my script.
Yeah, yeah, I kinda
We had
figured
a
you
lot of
were.
stress.
Yeah, yeah, I kinda figured you were gonna lay heavy on that one and was shocked you didn't, but I was just happy that I look, I will continue to love Kanye West music and all of the inspiration that Kanye West has given me for over a decade. Uh, I am not gonna suck my cousin's dick.
Not even if it means that you can be just like your hero?
Yeah, I'm good. Starting to
Your
really think
cousin's just
like
not that hot.
I can't even name my cousins' names.
Oh, no. He doesn't even have cousins.
Well, I do. No, I have a ton of cousins. I have like 9 cousins.
Oh my goodness. I only have cousins who are much older than me.
Well, I've got I don't know, fuck it. Nobody listens to this. Keely's got to be about 50 because she was a teenager when I was pretty young. So she's my oldest cousin. Josh and Zach are slightly younger than her. One of them was a city planner at some point. I don't know what that means.
Ooh.
I don't know what the fuck that means. I was also like,
A city planner?
yeah, I was
That's
like a
good. That's like drawing out the plans for like where you could build things and how and like traffic lights and stuff. Can you imagine your job being to like time the traffic lights properly so that things don't go to chaos? That's complicated stuff, actually. That's really hard.
yeah, I bet it's really not. You just use a computer to do it. But uh Andy and Katie. And that's that side of the family. That's my mom's side. And then my dad's side, there was the one that died. Her name was Amy. She got when she was a kid. I never really remember meeting her. When she got her head crushed by
Oh,
like yeah, she died in front of Mandy, which was uh now the oldest on account of the dead. And then I cannot remember so there was 3 on my dad's side and then, like, that many on my mom's side. But I don't know these people. I haven't seen them, on my mom's side since I was a kid, and then on my dad's side, I think it was, like, 21 the last time I saw them. But on my dad's side, they went off to be, like, lawyers and shit. I
oh,
don't know what the rest of them did, but we were the shitty part of the family
that's
that are
crazy
just
because
white trash.
yeah, my family is still where it was. Now, a couple of us, like, I don't know. Like, there's the cousin that got, one of the nice double wide trailers to replace
Hell
her
yeah.
crappy one
Well,
in
I'm
the
sorry.
trailer park.
I'm
So she's
sorry.
got, like, the nicest one in the trailer park. It's a good trailer.
D
Like, it's not the
they
kitchen is bigger than mine.
the double wides have advanced. They've got two-story double wides.
Yeah, the only problem is the sturdiness. So if you live somewhere where that doesn't get any sort of natural disaster at all whatsoever, it's probably good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
but
no tornadoes, no big storms, no
anywhere
flooding, no hurricanes, no earthquakes, no nothing.
anywhere that they don't have natural disasters, everybody I think has more money than to buy a double wide. Uh,
Yeah.
Iowa, what do they do over there?
I don't know what they do.
I've never
Maybe
heard
they have
about
like
natural disaster killing Iowa.
that's fair, but isn't that like Dust Bowl stuff over there?
Yeah, you get
So
bulb
that would
dust.
be fine.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I mean, we can't do anything here. Fucking the first layer of any building over here in fucking Florida has to be made out of goddamn concrete because of
Yeah.
the goddamn hurricanes. Uh, West Virginia, I don't know if they really had those building laws. They were just like, I don't know, fucking tornadoes happen. Um,
Yeah, I mean, for a tornado, you just, like, go down underground.
yeah, there's no basements in Florida. which is
No,
annoying.
because the flooding, they would just flood.
Yeah, I know, but it's super annoying because, like, in my dream home, I have a
You have a
basement.
basement. Well, you gotta go up to, like, flyover country for that because you can't live somewhere that is near a coast
Yeah,
or it could possibly flood in a storm in any way. You can't be anywhere with earthquakes because that would just crack the
yeah.
basement apart
I
and
mean,
bust the pipes and yeah.
I get it. I just my dream home has a basement in it, and the basement has like one. I've seen so many goddamn home theaters in my life that like that'd be cool. I like
Basements are
movies.
cool. My friend has a basement and it's, like, not finished. It's, like, creepy and scary, and I wanna hunt ghosts down there because also the house is, like, over 100 years old or something
Okay,
like
I
that.
was gonna say an
Okay,
unfinished
well, it's like
basement.
I don't know. It's probably not a 100-year-old house, but it's an old freaking house, dude. Um
An unfinished basement does not equal ghosts. It just
No,
equals
but it's also a very old house. Okay, so the creepy basement would be a good place to film
they've had
in a haunted
they've
house.
had 100 years to finish that basement. They haven't
It
fucking
never happened, no. I guess it's just yeah. But then I went to someone else's house while I was visiting, and they had, like, a nice just more house down there, basically.
yeah, no.
Like, it was incredible. Just
Well,
more house.
it's especially cool for, like I don't know. I mean, I've got I live in I rent, but like, we got like a townhouse and the upstairs is I think my studio is kind of impressive. It's all
Mhm.
for, recording and shit like that. Um, a lot of work has gone into it actually. But you can just get so much better fucking control of your sound in a fucking
Oh, I'm
basement.
sure. Yeah, because it's concrete
I've
walls.
gotten these big ass thick fucking curtains on it. I mean, you're longtime listeners of the show have probably already tuned out because this is what the show
Yeah,
is
we
about
need
now.
to
But
yeah.
well, I mean, we got 9 minutes left, so it is what it is. Uh, maybe this is the bonus. I don't know, but I've got these big ass thick fucking hotel curtains, like Vegas hotel curtains on them. If you remember, and the listeners remember, there was a period when I first moved here 2 years ago that they the echoing was so terrible. It was ruining my day. I don't even know if you remember that.
I remember that, yeah, and you would be so mad about it.
I
You
got a
would every
rug,
time.
I got all kinds of stuff but it's, if you're in a basement, if I was just in a basement and then I could set up I would literally build a recording booth by fucking hand if I had a basement. Would it all. I know how to do it. I'd sit there and do it. I don't have anybody that can record, but I would just like to have it with a little window in it and everything. And a little speaker that came through. I could wire that shit up. It'd be great. I don't know what for.
Just to have it. Someday you maybe can move to a place with a basement.
Erica's never leaving Florida, bro. We're fucked.
That sucks.
Let's see. Can we do one quick story?
Yep, I've got one right here.
Hey guys, sorry about that. Maybe we should make this the bonus. I don't know.
I don't know. I think people wanna hear about the yay thing, but
Yeah, that's fine.
either way works.
You're out of luck, folks.
Well, we
Buy
can
it for $1.
I've been pretending to love my partner's famous lasagna for 3 years now, and it's too late to come clean.
Oh, well, maybe. Yeah, what kind of lasagna? Oh, by the way,
Uh,
speaking of rap music, Real G's Move Silent Like Lasagna.
it's cute.
That's Lil Wayne, bro. He's the greatest fucking rap writer in the entire world.
Alright. I believe you.
I think I sent you this song the other day.
Oh, probably. I probably didn't listen to it. I do usually click on them, but I don't think I clicked on the last one you sent me. I don't think I even bothered. I've had a busy week.
It's
Doesn't matter. Let's move on
no,
with the
I
story.
there's so many other fucking great lines in that fucking song. Hold on, let me pick some out real quick. Uh 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Ah. Excuse me, my charisma vodka with the spritzer, swagger down pat, call my shit for Patricia, young money militia, and I am the commissioner. six
Okay,
foot,
stop.
7 foot, 8 foot. Ah. Uh, had my heart broken by this woman named Tammy, but hoes gonna be hoes. so I couldn't blame it on Tammy. Just talked to my moms, told me she the sweetest. I beat the beat up, call it self-defense.
It's very cute, Bryden. Let's do a
Dude,
story. We're
6
doing a
foot,
story.
7
We're
foot,
doing a
8
show.
foot, ah! Do the show. I'm
I'm trying. You're the one from video. Okay, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
doing the beat for you.
Now, you want me to what you're doing because every time you do that part, okay, it makes me think of the song that it seems to be referencing. It's "Come, Mr. Tallyman, come tally me bananas."
6 foot, 7
Foot,
foot,
7
8
foot.
foot, ah! Yeah, but yes, it is
Yeah.
it does rap that is sampling that, yes.
Okay, where was I? My partner, so the woman is writing this. She's 28.
Okay.
Her boyfriend
Gross, by the way.
is
Too old.
33.
Nice, nice, that's a young man.
He's 5 years older than her.
No, that's 33 is a young man, 28's an old lady.
Oh, if you say so. Whatever you say, Mr. The old wrinkly whatever I can't you know what?
I'm
We
finally an old
do
man. I'm finally an old man, okay?
the
I'm
thing
okay with that.
about this is that you criticize
I'm a
my
wise
looks
man.
so much while you look like that.
Yeah, but, the thing is, all I have to do is just put any amount of effort into it. I don't put any effort into it for you. No
I
one
hate
sees
men.
us.
This is why I hate men. It's like my husband, his eyelashes are really dark and long and thick, and sometimes I just look at him and I'm just like, I have to wear mascara to look like that. I have to because I'm blonde. Because I have like some of my eyelashes are brown, but none of them are black. And there's like blonde ones interspersed. And I just sometimes I look at him and I just feel jealousy, you know?
Erica was talking to me about this earlier because she had told me about, like,
He doesn't need those.
like, what do you call it? It's calorie deficits or whatever.
Oh, like, yeah.
And, like, she figured all mine out. I guess I could have, like, 2,200 calories a day or something like that.
Dude, you have no idea because my husband is only like half an inch to an inch taller than me, right? So we were dieting at the same time, right? It's based on like height and weight and age and all of that.
Mhm.
He's only a year older than me, right? All this stuff. Our weights were not that different at the time. They were pretty much even. Honestly, we're like 5 pounds difference between each other at the time. Okay.
Mhm.
Because he's a very thin man.
Yeah.
And he
It's like
got
a
like
skeleton.
450 more calories than me on the same freaking app, the same calculator because he's a man.
I
Because he's a man.
I mean, maybe that's how it works. Cause like, I was thinking, like, I've been 155 pounds no matter what the fuck I eat for about 8 years now.
Yeah.
When I turned 30, I went from, 135 pounds to 155
Yeah.
pounds, and then I've just been the same thing. And to be fair, I it's kinda hard for me to lose weight, just on the eating stuff, but I think that's a lot of the calories from the drinking. So
That's a lot of
oh, it's so
calories.
many.
Honestly, there's
I only
so
drink
many men out there, especially guys that like beer a
oh, the
lot, that
beers,
if you just quit drinking for a month, you could lose like 10 pounds, dude.
but
It's a lot of calories.
I quit drinking for a month in January every month, I stay the same way. Uh,
You only drink a few days a week. There are
yep,
a lot of
Thursday,
men who
Friday,
drink like
Saturday.
3, 4 beers a night, and that's not I realize if you're used to it, that doesn't sound like a lot of alcohol. Bryden over here drinking his Sierra Nevada, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, Sierra Nevada.
Heck
I like
yeah.
those.
It's a good one. Um, but anyway, and
I've had
that's a
about
lot of
8 shot I've
calories.
had about 8 in the past since 6:30 when we first started this, and now it's gonna be 9. I have had probably about 8 shots of Maker's Mark, just straight.
It's like
Um,
60 calories an ounce.
yeah,
It's
so
not that
that's a
bad.
lot. And then
Or is
today,
it an ounce and a half? I can't remember now.
I don't know, I just pour the drinks by fingers, but I don't know why the fuck I'm just 155 pounds, and that's just my weight. Like, all scales have decided to tell me that that's what it is. Maybe I'm hallucinating. I have no fucking idea.
No, what it is that you've hit your, like, equilibrium and your stomach is used to eating exactly maintenance for your weight or whatever along with your drinking or whatever fluids that have calories that you're drinking other than alcohol too.
Damn, that's
I don't know
awesome,
what you
dude.
drink.
I like that my body just decided it's like, "Okay, and we're gonna be this big at 30."
Yep.
And it
My
just
body
knows.
my body did so I was stuck at, 140 for a while, but not gaining anything, and I wasn't paying attention to it that much other than when I would try to diet, and then I got about 5 years out from having my last kid, and my hormones finally regulated, and it was super easy to drop the rest, and now where I am, I've been steady for, like, a month and a half. Totally the exact same weight. I guess I just yeah, you just figure out how to eat. It's good.
I
People
just
are
but the
stretching their
thing is
stomachs out. That's why they're fat. They're stuffing themselves and
but
literally stretching their stomachs out so they need more to feel full.
but my whole life is about not feeling full or content. I mean, like, I'm like,
Well, then you're just used to it, and that's why you're not obese.
but I eat until I'm full. I today I had,
I was saying
a
is these fat
microwave
people
tamale, and then
keep eating.
a breakfast burrito, and then I had enchiladas. In 3 separate occasions. I am Mexican.
You are Mexican. It does sound like you're Mexican.
I was
Okay, let
trying
me
to learn
continue with this
Spanish for a
story.
while, dude. I think I am Mexican.
I have to do the story.
Okay,
I have to do
do
the
the story,
show.
because we are out of time.
I'm trying my best. My partner makes this lasagna that he swears is legendary. He made it for me when we first started dating, and I panicked and said, "This is amazing." It was fine. The noodles were undercooked, the ricotta was cold in the middle, and he uses cottage cheese for some reason. Why would you do that with ricotta?
I don't get the cottage cheese thing, but also she is missing the undertone, which is she said it was amazing because she wanted to fuck. Alright? She liked him and wanted to bang,
Yeah.
and that's
Well,
why she
that's
was
the
like, "This is
thing is because
amazing."
you don't wanna you want the I do this with my husband too, where it's like I want his mood to be positive so that my mood is positive, so I'm not gonna, like, bring up a thing, like the HOA sent a letter, I tell him 3 days later till it's a good time, right?
No,
Maybe she was thinking like,
that's
when
completely no, that's completely different because this lasagna was made at the beginning of the relationship when you're still trying to impress each other.
that's fair, yeah. Just wanna
Like,
tell yeah.
both of us are in long enough relationships in our lives that it's now you're like, "Well, I don't really wanna ruin your mood," but, that's a completely different thing. Because 'cause I'm not gonna lie to
Yeah.
Erica about anything. I am going to probably put off bad information a little bit, uh,
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a very different thing.
unless it's
Don't
important.
lie.
Like, if there was a letter in the mail, there's no way I would put it off because I would be mad about it too. Be like, "You know what the fuck they said about you? This is
Dude.
crazy."
Well, because the HOA sent 2 different notices, like 2 different things in 2 separate letters on the same day, and he gets home,
Oh,
and
I'd be
it's one of
furious.
those days where he walks in the door, and he looks like he just came home from war. Like, he just some customer or boss or somebody
Okay,
was fucking with him at what
real
yeah.
quick. This is why we can never have a woman president because women think that the off. I listen. I had an awful day at the office. Hell, I even bitched at you about it. Um, women think that that's what war looks like,
Okay, yeah, so me dramatizing for entertainment
and that's the other
purposes
thing.
on an
Women,
entertainment program
women
is
dramatize.
really the literal workings of my brain. So me,
Women
in
dramatize.
character, on a I am an entertainer, Bryden.
You wish.
I am
You
here to
wish.
entertain.
You wish. You're here. You're here until I can get Dave the Thinker to replace
Oh my
you.
god. Oh my gosh, he would, and then it would just be gay. That's all I would you would just talk about balls and penises.
I
That's
did
it.
talk about his balls a lot. That was a good bit.
It
But
was
yes,
a lot.
I understand where you're coming from.
Oh my goodness gracious. No, you're it's so good and nice that we're not in the same town or in the same room recording because there's no way I wouldn't just every day bring in like a shopping bag full of something soft I could just throw because I would need to throw things at you. I
Because
would need
you
to.
because you would want to hit the mic, ruin the sound because women ruin sound.
I would want to hit you in the face. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm ruining sound. I'm doing it. I'm the bad audio one.
People
Okay.
like that.
No, they don't. No
They
one has
like
ever
it.
said they like your burps.
Shout out in the comment section, please say
No.
burps 1, Abby 0.
whoever Phil is, fuck you,
Oh, dude,
Phil.
Phil's the best.
He's gonna
Phil's
agree with you, and he's just doing it to piss me off, and
no,
I
he's a real
that
bright
is
dog.
so it's gotta be someone I know, and I don't know who it
That's
is.
Phil. No, he's somebody I know. He's fucking awesome. Phil is
Okay,
awesome through and through,
I'll
and
give
he's a
it
real
up.
bright dog. He hates the ab bitches. Down with ab bitches, up with bright
We
dogs.
have an adversarial relationship with the one guy in every single comment.
There's so many comments. I hide them from you because of your
Do.
feminine nature.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm it's too much for me.
We get 1,000 comments a day.
So if you have ricotta in the lasagna, there would be absolutely 0 reason for more moisture. The rest of the cheese should be mozzarella and
Yeah, mozzarella,
parmesan, and I'll do
parmesan.
half ricotta, half goat cheese instead of just ricotta for
Ooh,
that portion of it. It's
holy shit!
really good. It's so good.
Wait, no fucking way. You actually no.
What?
What else do you do to it? Because it's
Okay.
always 3 steps away from you ruining it.
Now it's a meat sauce, with the
Okay, I like
hamburger
it.
meat and the mozzarella. I don't like Italian sausage because the fennel is overpowering. I
I like
refuse
that.
to use the Italian sausage. My husband doesn't appreciate it. He likes the fennel. I hate it. Um,
I'm the ground beef guy or the meatballs or whatever with you. I don't like the Italian sausage. Okay.
but then you got a block of mozzarella
Mhm.
and you shred it or slice it. It's going in layers, but I shred
It
it because
melts.
it's just easier to distribute evenly. But it melts better from
Mhm.
the block instead of a bag of shredded.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's no sawdust in it. I like
But
this.
also, fresh is too wet with the ricotta, so you don't want fresh, like, balls of mozzarella and stuff, you want just the block, the
Okay.
low moisture part skim, right? And then you do half ricotta, half goat cheese instead of, like, the whole tub of ricotta,
Mhm. No, this is just what's getting to me here
and yeah,
is this
but
is
it's a normal
actually
lasagna with goat cheese in it, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and I've
I've
never
put
thought to
spinach in it before, that might be weird, but I think spinach goes well in it, just baby
spin
spinach leaves.
yeah, that's just a vegetarian veggie lasagna. You get the spinach in it. You don't do anything else weird.
No, I don't do anything weird. I cook the noodles halfway through because they cook the rest of the
Yeah,
way
and then they
through when
bake. Yeah.
baking, because you don't want them too soft, but you also don't wanna I don't like like, oven ready ones because 'cause they're not oven ready. They're
Yeah.
still firm. They're too firm. It's
Sometimes I
normal
like
freaking lasagna. You people criticize me for bullshit reasons. Okay, a little bit of whole wheat flour in the pizza dough with
disgusting.
the regular bread flour along with it makes it a little chewier.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
disgusting.
hack.
Why would
It's
you
not
want
ruining the recipe. It's just a little
oh,
bit.
just put fucking gummy bears in it at that point. Oh, that's insane.
That's retarded. What you're saying is retarded,
Well, what you
okay?
cook is retarded, but I like the goat cheese idea, and I think it's
It's a
taken
good idea.
hold on, let me look at my watch. 3 years, but, okay, I agree with you on this one, and if I ever make it out there, we'll see, I'm a busy
I'll make you
man.
lasagna.
I would love the goat cheese lasagna.
So the other thing I do, really well that people really like is homemade stroganoff, and I
I don't
use
like
ribeye
stroganoff in general.
steaks. Oh, you don't?
No.
Ah, it's really good. Or rouladen, beef rouladen. It's a German dish. It's a really, really thinly pounded steaks, and you roll inside of it mustard and pickles and bacon. It's really good.
And gummy
And you
bears?
simmer it for like an hour and a half, all rolled up. You roll it into like a log and tie it with butcher string. It's a German thing.
Yeah, I don't care for
It's
that.
really good.
The Germans have never had any good ideas.
Yeah. Well,
No,
that's
hold
fair.
on. Besides
They had a
Hugo
lot of they had a lot of good ideas.
besides Hu oh, well, Hugo Boss. But besides Hugo Boss, no, Abby, go on record and say one of the Germans' good
The
ideas.
Volkswagen
Shitty car. Have you ever
bus
nope, shitty
is
car.
adorable. It's adorable, and they're making them electric or something now. They're making them again, but they're all electric, so I can't have one because I don't wanna get, like, a charger.
The Germans haven't had good ideas for many years. Let's try to
No, they
nail
haven't.
down when their last good idea
I
was.
don't
No,
the problem
I wear Hugo Boss every day. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, the little skulls on the hats were a good touch.
No, that actually is, like, pretty dope. I don't know
It
if he
was
did
really
that.
freaking
I
cool.
don't know if he did that, though. Uh, let's see. Did
Like, I
Hugo
have jack
Boss
boots, and they're
create
great,
the skulls on the Nazi uniform?
but that's it, okay? Just the little outfits, okay?
No,
That's all.
Hugo Boss did not create the skull symbols, Death's Head, on Nazi uniforms. Uh,
Was
it
added
does
by someone else after?
yeah, it doesn't say who did it, but no, Hugo Boss was just a victim. Um, he lost all his money, and then the Nazis gave him a bunch of money to keep his business going, and then now he makes clothing for black people 10 years ago.
I wouldn't imagine he had much choice.
Yeah, well, he was dead for a long time. Oh, about the Nazi thing. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about
but
the
then,
black
like,
people
no,
thing.
no, no, most of those, even Werner von Braun was like, I mean, this is the only way I'm gonna get to do my science.
When
You
did
know
Hu
what I
Yeah,
mean?
when did Hugo Boss die? Uh,
Like, he
he was
planned
dead a long, long
to
time ago.
surrender. Werner von Braun, is that how I think that's how you say it.
Sounds right.
Werner von Braun, like, actively was ready to surrender as soon as the US moved in because he was just like, "I was just trying to do my science. My guys are ready to do science with you guys, right?" And then Operation Paperclip happened. Like, I don't know, man. Who else is he gonna do the science for, I guess?
I
He
just
got
think
us
it
to the moon,
yeah, okay, hold on, let me Google this. Hugo Boss, the
supposedly.
guy, wiki. Hugo Boss, businessman. Yeah, when did he die? Yeah, died in 1948. All right, so 10 years ago was wrong. But I wonder what he would think about me wearing his socks every day.
He wouldn't like you.
Probably not. I don't.
He wouldn't make clothes for
The thing
you.
is, I don't sit here and go like, "Oh, gee, I guess I can't listen to the Cure because they wouldn't like me." Are you serious?
No, I
One of my favorite producers of all time is Dead Mouse, who's still alive, and Joel would hate me. Joel
no,
got
yeah.
mad that a DJ Trump's inauguration so much so that he's a junkie, by the way. Uh,
Mhm.
gets gets on the Instagram and is like, "You're never gonna fucking work in this town again."
Yep.
You listen. Dead Mouse is a fucking queen, and
Yeah, he's
I
right.
don't care. I take so much
Excuse me.
inspiration from his music, and I listen to his music all the time. And Joel, there's nothing you can do about it. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't want to meet you anyway. We probably wouldn't get along, okay? But I'm going to listen to your music all the time. You sellout fuck. Do
My
another
hus
song for Tank Wars.
my husband and I were talking about this recently, and I was like, "No, yeah, I totally." He was saying, similar kind of stuff, a little less aggressively than you, shockingly, because he gets very aggressive when he talks about music usually. He's
I've
very
talked to him
touchy
about it.
about
He
it.
seems like a nice guy.
He's very nice. But anyway, I was like, "Yeah, you think that little fairy Gerard Way would like us? No, he would hate our guts. He would want us dead." I have so much MCR merch, and I'm probably gonna buy those cool color vinyls
You
of
should.
the, they did, like, re-recordings of, 3 Cheers, and they're
Well,
putting it out like a deluxe edition thing with, like, pretty colored vinyls, and
well, if you have a record player or you just want to
we do, yeah,
display them,
and my
then
husband
yeah.
has a collection.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's just, who gives a shit, dude? This is something the left lacks, which is I still love Kanye West. I didn't like when he was doing Nazi shit. And I don't like when he's doing I suck my cousin's dick shit. And I don't like what he's done for the past fucking
Yep.
probably, if we're being honest, 5 to 8 years. But I could find stuff in there that I think is cool, much like I can with any presidential administration. There, I can find stuff that I did like Biden. From what I can tell, I did think the Chips Act was cool. I also thought it was funny when he fell off that bike.
It
With
was funny when he fell off the bike. I
with
liked it when he pooped his pants.
um he did poop his pants at the Vatican. That was hilarious. But
My kids were watching the news, like, watching, like, Tucker or something with my in-laws when that
Do
happened, and
not
then
let your
came home.
kids
I don't. I do not show them any of that, okay? None of it, but then they go stay the night at my in-laws, and they come home, and my daughter is telling me that Joe Biden poops his pants and he
well,
wears
he
a diaper, and I'm just like, "Well, yeah, but I gotta talk to your grandma. This is."
that
One day
rules.
we went over there. I went over there to pick them up, and the news was on, and they were all just watching the news, and some, like, violent story came up, and I was like, "Okay, we're done watching the news," and I got up and turned it off, and I was just like, "What the hell is going on here?
Wow. Can you fit
What
yeah,
is
okay, yeah,
this?"
yeah, we
Anyway,
are we
yeah.
are we are 15
I
minutes
know,
over.
we need to finish this. You know what? We're gonna finish the story on the bonus
We are gonna
episode, so
finish
to
on the
hear
best
it,
episode. It's so late.
you need to pay $1, okay?
It's $1. Are you poor?
One single dollar, and you get dozens of episodes,
Dozens.
dozens,
Dozen there's
several
literally
dozens.
how many dozens are there at 114?
Is that how many bonus episodes there
Yeah,
are?
dude, there's over 100.
Okay, so it's $1, guys. Give us
So
$1.
many.
That's a lot of content, okay? And some of it is incredible. And some of it,
Well,
you can't tell what's going on because Bryden is wasted, but that's also
those are
funny
some of the early
in a different
episodes.
way.
Those are early.
No.
I
No.
haven't been that
Okay.
bad for a long time.
Yeah, you've been doing better lately. Yeah.
For like 2 years.
Since December.
Look, it's $1.
It's $1. Okay, everyone. Thank you for listening. You can join our Discord. The link is in the description. You can
Go in
follow
there. Say
us.
you could say the N word in there if you want.
I didn't say that.
No, I'll get mad at you if you do that because I love
Oh.
black people so much. No, it's because like, don't say that in the Discord, we get in trouble for that, so don't do it, but you
No,
can
it's because we love black people. Brayden,
what?
stop.
Oh, yeah, black
It's
people are
because
great.
we love black people.
Forget how
Okay.
sweet blacks are.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I was so good at theft.
Podcast H2H on Twitter, Octo Abby with an I on Twitter. Thank you everyone for listening and have a great week secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we love the
I
black
love black
community.
people, dude.